Zacian is coming out with the shiny for the first time ever in Pokemon Go. So we're going to go over the top tips, strategies, and most important raid counters and 100% IVs to go after Zacian in Pokemon Go, including what the best megas are to use to get you the most XL candy to save you the most money on raid battles. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Zacian is going down in raid battles on Thursday, September 26th at 10 a.m. And that's going to go all the way until Friday, October 4th, which is going to be at 10 a.m. And that is going to be when Zamazenta is going to take over with the shiny form as well. Both of these Pokemon are going to be 1 week long raid battles, basically. And typically, what I've seen in the past is when there's 1 week long raid battles, usually the shiny rates are a little higher. The only exception here is that I'm going to put an asterisk is that this is the first time release ever. So they probably know that most of us are going to be going pretty hard for the shinies. So they might kind of play with the shiny rates just a tad to make them a little bit more challenging, as opposed to just giving them out like candy sometimes when these 1 week long raid battles are going down. So I just want to put that in there. Guys, this Pokemon is amazing. I love it. It's a great looking Pokemon, and the shiny is even better in my opinion. So with this said, let's start getting into everything we need to know about Zacian in Pokemon Go. This Pokemon is going to be an all fairy type. It's going to max out at 4,329, so it's a pretty strong Pokemon. With it being all fairy type, it's going to have two weaknesses, which are going to be poison as well as steel. I think you guys might be able to guess what some of those counters may be. As far as its resistances go, Double Dragon, Bug, Dark, as well as Fighting, all single resistance. And then as far as its fast moves, it's going to get Quick Attack, it will get Metal Claw, Fire Fang, and Snarl. So Fire Fang is going to be a little bit of a problem for our steel types. And we also have Snarl in there, which is a dark move. So if you're thinking Metagross, guys, guess what? Well, dark is going to be effective against the psychic, and steel does not resist dark. So that's a little bit of a problem. Not saying that's going to hold us back from using these Pokemon. But then as far as its charged moves, it's going to get Iron Head, Play Rough, Close Combat, as well as Wild Charge. So when I'm looking at these specific moveset, the only thing that's a little bit worrisome is the Close Combat, but for once again, Metagross in that situation, that Pokemon is neutral to fighting because it is going to be Psychic, which resists, and Steel, which is weak, so it makes it neutral. It'll still get hit pretty hard with that move, but that's where we're at. As far as the 100% IVs, 2188 is going to be at level 20. At level 25, boosted in one condition, which is going to be cloudy weather, it's going to be 2735. And then as far as trainers to take down this Pokemon, well, according to Pokebattler, it's going to be 2.41 trainers. So it looks like a duo, if it's possible, will have to be weather conditions, level 50 Pokemon using megas that are not out yet. So I don't think that this one is going to be super possible this time. But if you do duo it, please let me know, visit in the comments, and let everybody know if it's possible. Which is then going to lead to our counters. So the counter number one is actually not going to be Metagross. Maybe if the Mega was out, this one is going to be the Dusk Mane Necrozma with Metal Claw and Sunstrike Steel. So that's going to be the moveset for that Pokemon. In spot number two, no surprise, Shadow Metagross with the Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash must be on this Pokemon to make it this effective, and that is the Comday move. So if you do not have a Metagross on with this moveset and you want to make it a little bit stronger, it will require an Elite Charge TM to be able to get you there. Which then leads us into spot number three, which is going to be Lick Sludge Bomb on Mega Gengar. Okay, so when we're talking about megas, what would be the optimal mega to use here? Because we need it to be a fairy type mega, and unfortunately the dual typed combination to help you get it in steel is unfortunately not out right now. That would be Mega Mawile, which could help boost all of your counters and would definitely help get that Mega Level 3 and get more XL candy here. You will have three options at Mega Level 3 to be able to get you the most candy, okay? So if you don't have a Mega Level 3 of one of these, Mega Level 2 will work, but it's not gonna work quite as well. And since this Pokemon is only out for 1 week, and since it barely ever comes out, now is a great time to stock up on as much XL candy as possible. These Pokemon are going to be number one, Mega Diancie, number two, Mega Gardevoir, and number three, we are going to have Mega Altaria that does go from a dragon and flying to a dragon and fairy. And the other Mega Level 3 eventually will be Mega Mawile, which is going to be a steel and a fairy type. How fitting is that we do not have this Pokemon still in the game. I understand to wait for some of these Pokemon, but man, this would be an amazing time for us to be able to have it. All right, so moving on to more of the counters. We have the regular Metagross, which is going to be in number 4. And then in spot number 5, we're going to have Charge Beam and Doom Desire on the Jirachi, followed by the Shadow Excadrill with Metal Metal Claw, as well as Iron Head. And in spot number 7, we actually have the Dawn Wing Necrozma with Metal Claw, as well as Moongeist Beam. In spot number 8, we're going to have the Primal Groudon with Mudshot and Precipice Blades. Mega Aggron in spot number 9. In spot number 10, we are going to have the Thunder Shock and Double Iron Bash on Melmetal. In spot number 11, we're going to have Dialga with Metal Claw, as well as Iron Head, followed by number 12, Air Slash and Dragon Ascent on the Mega Rayquaza. So the Mega Rayquaza, as well as the Primal Groudon, are going to be Pokemon that are just extremely strong and neutral to this Pokemon, and that's why they're sitting in some of the top Pokemon, which is still really impressive there. In spot 13, we're going to have Metal Claw and Iron Head on the Dialga Origin form, followed by Sludge Bomb on the Shadow Gengar. In spot 15, we're going to have the Mega Beedrill with double poison moves. Spot 16 is going to be Primal Kyogre. Spot 17 is going to be Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb on the Nihilego, so double poison on that Pokemon. And then we have the Shadow Magnezone with Metal Sound and Flash Cannon on that Pokemon. That is going to be the Shadow form. In spot 19, we're going to get Shadow Groudon. In spot 20, Mega Steelix. In spot 21, we're going to get the Shadow Mewtwo, actually, with the Psystrike Cycle Cut combination. And then in spot 22, finally, we have a budget counter, which is going to be the Excadrill with the double Steel moveset. And then we have Mega Venusaur and more Pokemon going down the list. So if you guys do want some of these, you can get them. But once again, the Metagross is an amazing budget counter in the regular form, as well as the Excadrill, if you guys aren't looking for that. As far as the Megas to use against this Pokemon, obviously we covered a couple. I would prefer that you guys keep it at Mega level 3 that match the typing to get the XL candy so we can optimize it there. And then as far as the weather conditions, in cloudy weather, we're going to get a boost to the Zacian. So that's going to take it to level 25, which will save you a little bit of Stardust when you catch it. And then as far as the boosted conditions to fight it against, snowy weather for the Steel, and then cloudy weather once again for the Poison. So that's gonna do it, guys. Love and appreciate you. Hopefully you guys get a Shundo in this Pokemon because it's amazing. Love the shiny, and I know you guys are gonna get it. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, anticipation to XL. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.